Nature can be serene, calming, as well as dangerous all at the same time. Underneath the surface landscape, animals fight for their lives using force and defense. Today we'll be looking at 10 of the most bizarre and interesting defense mechanisms used in the animal kingdom. Defense number 1. Chemical use. Bombardier beetles. Have you ever heard of a beetle that fights back with chemicals? Meet the bombardier beetle, a small insect with a big defense. When threatened, it mixes two chemical substances stored in separate chambers in its abdomen. The reaction is explosive. This beetle ejects a boiling hot and toxic chemical spray towards its predator. It's so effective that it can deter predators much bigger than itself. Poison dart frog. Vibrant but deadly, the poison dart frog also uses chemicals to its advantage. These tiny amphibians, usually not much bigger than a thumb, are loaded with one of nature's most concentrated toxins. Their bright colours aren't just for show, they're a warning. The poison called batrachotoxin is found in their skin and has enough poison to kill 20,000 mice. Scientists believe these little frogs accumulate their poison from a diet of specific insects in a process called diet toxicity. The frogs eat ants and other small arthropods like millirid beetles, which eat a diet of plants and produce alkaloids that is thought to equip the frog with the ability to produce poison. Defense number 2. Mimicry and camouflage. Mimic octopus. In the underwater world, deception can get you out of a lot of tricky situations. The mimic octopus takes mimicry to a whole new level. The smart cephalopod doesn't just blend into its surroundings, it imitates other marine animals. From lionfish to sea snakes and flatfish, the mimic octopus contorts its body and changes its behaviour to mimic up to 15 different species. This is the perfect strategy for confusing predators and prey. They are so good at this that they know what shape to take based on what predator they face. This octopus isn't just hiding, it's actively pretending to be something that it's not, which makes them the ultimate master of disguise. Leaf-tailed gecko. The leaf-tailed gecko uses camouflage to its advantage. Found in the forests of Madagascar, these geckos have flat, leaf-shaped tails and mottled skin that mimics the appearance of a leaf. When they press their bodies against a tree trunk or lie flat on a leaf, they become virtually invisible. This is how they hide in plain sight from predators. Leaf-tailed geckos can also adjust their body colours to match their surroundings. Defense number 3. Startling displays. Frilled-necked lizard. When startled, the frilled-necked lizard transforms from a normal reptile into a fearsome beast. Found in Australia and New Guinea, this lizard is known for the large frill around its neck. When threatened, it opens its mouth wide, unfurls its frills, and rears up on its hind legs, appearing much larger and more intimidating. Some even hiss and lunge towards their predators. A dramatic display like this is usually enough to scare off potential threats. Pufferfish. Pufferfish, also known as blowfish, have a unique way of deterring predators. When threatened, they rapidly suck in water, or air if they're out of water, inflating their bodies into a much larger, round shape. This not only makes them look bigger and harder to swallow, but it also reveals their sharp spines. Some pufferfish species also contain tetrodotoxin, a potent toxin that makes them a risky snack. This seemingly cute little fish has evolved one of the most unique defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom. Defense number 4. Self-amputation. Sea cucumbers. Imagine being able to scare off a predator by throwing your guts at them. That's exactly what some sea cucumbers do. When faced with a threat, they can eject part of their own insides to entangle or distract predators. The shooting of tentacle-like projections acts as a sticky and confusing defense mechanism. But don't worry about the sea cucumber, it can regenerate these lost parts within a few weeks. In the animal kingdom, no defense mechanism is too extreme, even throwing your internal organs at the enemy. Lizards. Lizards have a famous escape tactic that has caught the eye of scientists and nature lovers alike. When caught by a predator, many lizard species can detach their tail, leaving it behind to wriggle and distract predators whilst they run away to safety. This is known as autotomy. The tail, which can continue moving for minutes, gives the lizard precious time to escape. And the best part? Lizards can regrow their tails, although the new one might not be as perfect as the original. Defense number 5. Playing dead. Opossums. Opossums also have a unique way of dealing with danger. They play dead. When they sense danger, an opossum will fall to the ground, become stiff, and open its mouth, often giving off a disgusting smell to further sell the act. This state of thanatosis can last for hours, convincing predators that the opossum is not a tasty or a live meal, but may even be rotten. This instinctive behaviour is an amazing survival strategy, and sometimes playing dead can be the best way to stay alive in the wild. Hognose snakes. Hognose snakes are the drama queens of the reptile world. When threatened, they don't just hiss or slither away. Instead, they put on elaborate displays of playing dead. They'll flip onto their backs, open their mouths, and let their tongues hang out, often using a foul-smelling fluid to be more convincing, similar to the opossums. This display is so realistic that predators often lose interest, thinking that the snake is already dead. These animals show us that you don't always need sheer strength or speed to survive, but that sometimes altering your behaviour is the best strategy. Defense number 6. Sharp spikes and quills. Porcupines. Porcupines are one of nature's most prickly creatures. When threatened, they raise their quills, which are actually sharp modified hairs. These quills can detach easily and embed themselves in the skin of predators, causing pain and potential infection. Porcupines don't shoot their quills as commonly believed, but the quills do detach easily when touched. This is more of a passive defense mechanism, but it is a powerful deterrent, making most predators think twice before attacking a porcupine. Echidnas. Echidnas are another example of animals using spikes for defense. When threatened, an echidna will curl into a ball, exposing only its spiny back and sides. These spines are sharp and can hold off most predators. Unlike porcupines, echidna spines are not easily detached, but do provide a solid layer of armor against attacks. The echidna shows us how sometimes the best defense is just to be unapproachable. Defense number 7. Inking and injection. Squids. In the ocean, squids have developed an efficient escape mechanism. When threatened, a squid releases a cloud of dark ink. This ink is not just a smokescreen to obscure the predator's view, but it also contains substances that can dull a predator's sense of smell and taste, making the squid harder to track. This allows the squid to quickly jet away. Termites. Some species of termites have decided to use explosives as a defense mechanism. When under attack, older worker termites who are incapable of performing tasks like the worker or the soldier termite are equipped with salivary gland pouches that burst and react with copper protein crystals to produce an explosive and toxic reaction. This self-sacrifice not only slows down and injures their enemies, but it also signals danger to the rest of the colony. In the termite world, the survival of the colony is more important than the survival of the individual, and they will go to great lengths to ensure their ultimate survival. Defense number 8. Sound production. Snapping shrimp. This is a snapping shrimp. These shrimp can snap their oversized claw shut so fast that it creates a high-pressure bubble. When this bubble collapses, it emits a loud snap and even generates a small amount of light and heat. The snapping can stun or even kill small fish and serves as a clear deterrent to predators. In the ocean, sound travels much further, so this shrimp snap is a powerful and effective tool for both hunting and defense. Tiger moths. Tiger moths have a unique way of defending themselves against bats, their main predators. These moths can produce high-pitched sounds that interfere with a bat's echolocation. Some species use these sounds to warn bats of their toxic nature, whilst others mimic the warning sounds of other toxic moths. Defense number 9. Regurgitation. Turkey vultures. Turkey vultures have a stomach-churning way of defending themselves. When threatened, they can projectile vomit their stomach contents. This serves two purposes. The foul vomit repels predators, and lightening their stomach load makes the vultures more agile for a quick escape. This is a clear message to any predators that mess with the turkey vulture that it might not be worth the effort. Northern fulmars. Northern fulmars, seabirds found in the North Atlantic and Arctic, have a gross defense strategy for their nests. When threatened, they can projectile vomit a foul-smelling, oily substance at intruders. This vomit is not only disgusting, but it can also mat the feathers of predatory birds, impairing their ability to fly or stay afloat. This is especially effective in protecting their young from predators. Defense number 10. Electric shock. Electric eels. Electric eels are one of the most shocking inhabitants of the Amazon and Orinoco river basins. These fish are capable of generating powerful electric shocks, up to 600 volts, to stun prey or deter predators. This ability comes from specialized electric organs that contain thousands of electrolytes, working together to produce these electrical discharges. This is how eels use bioelectricity to protect themselves. In their murky freshwater habitats, electric eels use their bioelectricity to navigate, communicate, and defend. Electric rays. In the sandy seafloor, electric rays also choose to use electricity. These rays have two kidney-shaped organs that are able to produce an electric charge, used for both predation and defense. These charges can be strong enough to stun both prey and potential predators, making the electric ray an intimidating creature in its underwater habitat. Having looked at a wide range of defense mechanisms, it's easy to appreciate the impressive evolutionary feats these creatures use to survive and thrive in their environments. We can see how resourceful and adaptable many of them are, all employing very unique and interesting methods of defense. Thank you all for learning more about biology with me. If you're interested in the intricacies of the animal kingdom, biology, or other interesting concepts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what sort of topic you'd like to learn about in the next video. And until next time, stay curious.